Igbo ọma na-ege ekene m ọnụ ekene m nwoke ma kene nwaanyị nke onye chi ya zere. Ozi anụnwa na-agalụ Nwada Achalugo and every other media out there that is trying to take the credit of myself, Mazo and NKEM watching in the issue of Biafra concerning media. I want you to have it in the back of your mind that my credit, nobody can take my credit. I repeat, in this very movement, in this very struggle to make sure that things are going very well, nobody will take my credit. Both the DOS and the autopilot, none of them will the moral justification. None of them with the moral justice in order to attack or to expose one and all, to even correct. Because before you correct you onye anụnwa, kedu gwa na onwego I change go. Onwego ọtụtụ ebe both sides will impele. So if anything that is happening in the cabal of the autopilot, with my sincere and truthfulness, that is why I heard my voice and begin to expose them. So I want you all to have that back of your mind. You can do your analysis. You can say that you've been saying this, but nobody listening. Have you seen what I'm saying? But people are attacking me. But I have only few questions. I have only few questions. And this message, the point of contact here is Nwada Achalugo. Achalugo, I want to ask you a question. And if you are on the positive side of this very question, I would also like to see the video. Question on the 18th of August 2021, China Sanwo-Olu and all the members of the DOS cancelled international protest against the British government in front of their British embassy. What is your defense? I repeat, on the 18th of August 2021, China Sanwo-Olu, Chike Doziem, and all the members of the DOS cancelled international protest in front of the British embassy all across the world. What is your defense? Because you cannot tell me that the reason why it was cancelled, that criminal elements are going to hijack it. I repeat, I want to ask you all out there, taking my credit, saying that I've been saying it, nobody's listening, some bingos are this and bingos are that. And I said that none of you have moral justification to attack or to expose or to correct each other. I, Mazi Odinkem Chineke, is the only one. Quote me anywhere. So nobody should take my credit. You can do your analysis. You can say, but I'm just coming out here to officially state it and then ask you a question, all of you. On the 18th of August 2021, China Sanwo-Olu, Chike Doziem, and all the members of the DOS cancelled the international protest in front of British embassy. It was banned by the DOS. And it means that if anybody proceed to go and do a protest in front of British embassy at that time, the person will be arrested because the British police or the government in that very country will build their justification that your leader have cancelled So if any imprisonment that they are going to give to you, you are going to take it. I want you to understand. A country where things are working very well, your defense going to be that criminal elements are going to hijack the international protest? Is that going to be your defense? Did you condemn it? Because before you begin to support and begin to say, Almighty the DOS, Almighty DOS, everybody must listen to DOS. What they did wrong, did you criticize them? Quit Chike Doziem in that 2021. There is one of program that he made, and he said, anybody that have a critical, logical mindset is very much welcome because they learn there. So I want to see proof of your videos. All of you out there taking the credit of myself, I want to see the proof of your critical evidence that shows that you criticize some of the actions of the DOS. So that is why I say none of you out there should take the credit. Do not take my credit. In this issue of media, this media is the only thing that I say that I want to remain officially. You also say now, this very media, this is where I want to remain officially. I don't even understand what I'm saying now. This is where I want to remain officially. So nobody should come and take my credit. That is why I'm asking you, on the 18th of August 2021, DOS canceled the international protest. They canceled the international protest. It means that each and every one of us, more especially myself, I love going to protest. There is nowhere here in Germany that there is a protest, you will not see me there. Or wherever they may protest. Now, Germany, you will not see me there. I will leave whatever that I'm doing, even if that journey will take me 3 days, I will go there. Those in Germany will bear me witness. Now, the leadership came out and canceled the international protest. It means that if myself, organize some people for us to go to British embassy that we don't agree on what our leader said, I will be arrested. Probably by now, I will be in jail. Which, of course, if I assume that it comes to my mind at that time, I will organize that very protest. Makana mmadụ na-eme ife ikwulu n'eziokwu. Ọ bụrụ because n'ikwu ebe anụnwa ikwuluzi ebe anụnwa edeni ị na-akọndem nda mana ị ma-akọndem nke imelu ma ị ma-akọndem nke gwa na onwe gị na support. Amamụta na-ekwu na ya ka nji wee si your justification. I want to see all of you that is taking my credit out there. On the holy exposition I did against the cabal of the autopilot, which is yielding fruit now. Which is yielding fruit, because I told them, they will succeed. But as long as Akamu they will never ever succeed, because Biafra will come in truth and honesty. So I ask you a question. What will be your defense to defend the DOS that say that all the international protests against the British embassy all across the globe is hereby cancelled on the 18th of August 2021? If you did have anything that you talked against them concerning this very issue, I want to see the proof. I want to see the proof. I am not talking about the one of later bombardment that Mazi Chukwukadibia, because it was Mazi Chukwukadibia that triggered them. This issue of protest is already on their list after their program on that very 18th of August that they are going to announce it. Until Mazi Chukwukadibia called on that very 18th of August 2021 and said, he talked about later bombardment against the British Parliament, against the British Parliament. And there, Chinasa Nworu said that none of the members of the DOS are going to embark for the justification that they have been writing letters. For the justification that they have been writing letters. So anybody who wants to go and write letter should go ahead and write letter. This is the response that he gave to, and the person that anchored that very program was Mas Jonathan. On the 18th of August 2021. I am not talking about that one. The one I'm talking about is the one that they canceled the protest. So I want to see your proof of critical attack or whatever you may call it against the very decision. And I want to see your defense. That is why I ask you, will your defense be that the criminals are going to hijack it? Western countries where things are working very well. Western countries where things are being organized very well. Western countries that before you embark on protest, you have to first of all go and register it. And police will accompany you to make sure that they protect you against any attack. Is that the kind of protest that will be hijacked by criminals? I want to just get you this fact. I want to get you this fact on this very defense. Would that be your defense, or what will be your defense? What is going to be your defense? Now let me take you there. Just let me take you there.
From United Kingdom, from I want to ask one question to Azicina Samoro. Today, I was watching British Parliament and how they were busy, debating about Afghanistan. But I live here in London, I live here in the UK, and I've not been seeing news about the kidnapping and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, even being a British citizen. So my question is, how have we ever written to British Parliament? I'm not talking of Downing Street, because we have been in Downing Street. Johnson is not even coming out. I want to know if DOS or this body, this great body, have written any letter to the British Parliament, addressed to British Parliament, this by DHL or whatever, that British Parliament will receive it. I want to know if we have done that.
Thank you.
If we have done that, how many letters have we written to them? Because we need to bombard them with letters. Bombard them even if it's in 100.
Thank you. Let him answer it before you are asking and you are giving suggestions.
Mazi, I don't think somebody can ask us if we have written letter to any office around the world. We have IPOB members, they have done that years back. You understand me? We have capable hands in IPOB in UK. Who knows the right places to press the button? From Downing Street to the Parliament, to the House of Commons, to the House of Lords. I know, and I can bet you all those places, they have us explore all those areas. For me, Chinasa Nworu, I do not support writing letter. Those who will write letter, let them continue to write letter. But for me and other comrades, and the way we have seen it, the way the war politics are playing, we must make sure we do not blink in our decision. Whether they like it or not, we are not going to write any letter. But if you feel you want to write letter, those who can write can write. Those of us who are not interested to write, we continue on the path we believe. But to this end, what I'm telling dear friends this evening is this. This is an order coming from the IPOD leadership.
Are you paying attention? Because this is the part. This is the part that I want to ask One Achalugo, and every other person out there that is taking credit on my work. Biafra is a spirit. And if you are supporting evil, the spirit of Biafra have already left you. No matter how much you are ranting on social media, this is not an insult. No matter if also good name in social media, no matter how many followers also go where, upon at the spirit, now more Biafra signal ropoa. Omega gini, oge also go na ropoa. And what if open inwe ime, that spirit again make a lead yegi. Imeye. You got to know because if open in may be ago. Ya men juesi that na this one na no aketa no, this very one na aketa no be the main thing. The main thing. He said on this end, and this is coming from the Director of State and the DOS. So that is why I want to ask. I want to refresh my question again. What will be your defense? What will be your defense that the DOS cancel worldwide protest, which is one of the things that Mazi Odinkema loves so much? I love protest. I love protest, going on the street, asking our people for them to bring their different perspective of opinion in order to project it. Because when you do say that, the Zoo Nigerian government spent over $30 billion to make sure that the issue of Biafra never come to light. So whenever I'm on the ground interviewing our people, it is adding more to what we are doing because it goes more viral. It goes more viral. It goes more viral. And then leaders of the movement came out one day and said that they are counseling protest against the British government in their embassy. Now, my question to you out there that is taking credit of my work, what will be your defense? Will your defense be that criminal elements are going to hijack it? That is my question. I am not talking about the one in Biafra land, though. I am not talking about the one in Biafra land. I am talking about the one in the Western world. In the Western world, which I am one of the people that is fronting it. Making sure that I participate in every protest that is going on here in Germany. So my question here, what is going to be your defense? Will your defense be that criminal elements are going to hijack it? Is that going to be your defense? Another question is, Chike Doziem said that anybody that have a critical mindset to criticize because they are going to learn from it. I want to see your own. I want to see your own your criticism. I want to see it. You understand? Because you need to be proving to me some of those things before you begin to say that I said that Ekperima did this. I said that Ekperima did that. None of you have the justification. I am the one that exposed Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is not about what you are saying. What you were saying at that time, you are making him popular. But whatever I open my mouth to say now or to expose him, the land of Biafra is taking it and making sure that this message gets to the people. Even those people that you have been preaching. It is because the spirit have left you. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm not saying that you should not make your analysis. But I want to make it clear to you that this is my credit. Nka bu nkem. And nkem ga-adịrịm. Nke anyị bụ nke anyị. Biafra bụ nke anyị. But in the issue of this holy war, moral justification to expose anybody that is doing evil in this very struggle, I have the morality. Because onwebe nke mmelo. Onwere nke mme. So we are now coming to the point that I want to ask you a question. When they canceled the worldwide protest, what did you do? And if you did something, even if it's a voice note, some of you can go to Maz NKEM and Kendall Nwachineke and send me, even if it's a voice note, send me that very voice note, screenshot the date, screenshot it and send it to me. And send it to me. You know what I'm saying now? Screenshot it and send it to me, and I'm not going to. I am not going to make it public. That is the promise. So I don't want to give you any room to say that why will I tell you? Why will I tell you? And this is now a challenge that anybody out there that is taking credit on exposing Simon on what the evil that he's doing, exposing Simon working with Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, exposing Simon working with a Ghanaian man, sponsoring them, exposing Simon working with a Fulani man, Musa Masidu, exposing Simon working with a Ghanaian man, even in the government, Biafran Republic government in exile that he created. All of those things, it's my credit. Nobody takes it from me. Now, this is the test. I want you to listen to this. And now tell me, what did you do? What did you do? That is why I said both DOS and autopilot, all of them are the same. All of them are the same. All of them are the same. That is why I say that they have to come out to confess to Biafrans. I don't mix any words. I don't mix any words. Now, let's listen to this.
From now henceforth, every IPOB family protesting in Europe, any part of Africa, our protest will major in the Kenyan embassies. I mean, this is an instruction every IPOB member. This information is coming from the IPOB leadership. Do not ask us what will be the benefit. But we are saying this evening, from tomorrow, those who have protests in diaspora, those who can protest in African countries, those who are in the countries where protests are being allowed, every protest should be heading to the Kenyan embassy. From tomorrow, these are specific destinations on behalf of Mazi Chike Doziem and the leadership of IPOB, that our destination now for protest specifically is at the Kenyan embassy. Anywhere the Kenyan embassy is located around the world and our people can protest, we need everybody to be heading to the Kenyan embassy to vent our anger. We are not going to talk much on this. We want every country in Europe to start again. Get your permits for those who can get their permits. The instruction is that every one of us that are protesting, even if you are 5 or 6, go to Kenya embassy. The fight continues against the extraordinary rendition of our leader.
I hope you listen to that. I hope that you listen to that. I hope. So you can go and search for it. You can go and search for it. Go to any platform of Radio Biafra. Go and search for it. Then watch the full program. Go there and search for it. Now, the question I want to ask you all there, trying to take my credit. This very order, canceling the protests in all across the world, is this order coming from our great leader, Mazen Makana, Atalugo, and the rest of you out there taking the credit of me exposing Simon? I'm asking you, the order that China Sanworu, Chike, Doziem, and the rest of the members of the Directorate of State gave that protest against the extraordinary rendition of Mazen Makana, is this very order coming from the same man that we call our leader? That is the question. That is I'm not saying that you should not do analysis. I am not saying that you should, but I want to officially make it clear that you cannot take my credit. You cannot take my glory. Because many of you don't know the work, the great work that I am doing in this very movement. You know what I'm saying now? Many of you do not know the great work that I am doing in this very movement and the fruit that is yielding. Many of you don't know. You don't know. Many of you don't know the work that I am doing and the great fruit that is yielding. So if you hear today that they are going about on a diplomatic mission, writing letters, it is because of series of criticism that I did on this very issue. Both include the letters and the protest. Which, of course, the protest, I am not sure that they will ever resume to go back to British embassy in order to protest there. They can write letter. They can come out on social media and tell you that they are writing, they are going on diplomatic mission. But I bet you, they will never ever resume protest in front of British embassy. If they did that, a lot of secret is going to open. Are they ready to repent? Are they ready to take the shame of secret upon secret upon secret upon secret upon secret that is going to be revealed? Are they ready? Because any day they begin to do things right, not only the US, including the criminal in Finland, any day that he begin to do things right, by first of all coming to public to apologize to the Biafrans on all the evil and blackmail that they have blackmailed against the Biafrans, things will begin to move from there. Now, I want to also remind you this, or put this to you, because some of you don't know about this. The problem of the DOS, starting from this very large document that you are seeing here, you can see the date. You can see the date. You can see the date. The date here is what? 10th of September 2021. From me, from IPOB family member Hamburg, and here is my signature. Here is my signature. Here is my name. Before I translate my name to what I am answering now. I've said it before. I am not going to say it again. But here is my name. This is my name. Here is my real name. Before I translate it to what I have it today. This very document was an evidence and investigation against Chinasa Nworu, which I started this very investigation and giving this information to the national coordinator of Germany, Mazi Collins Chinedu, 2 days after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped on the 19th of June 2021, and on the 21st of June 2021, this evidence is started. I don't even know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. That is why whenever I am saying that I started fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this freedom of our people, starting from 2 days after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. All this information that you see here, I was sending it to the national coordinator of Germany. And all these messages were being ignored. And as I'm receiving messages, receiving calls of how Chinasa Nworu, Igbo Ogbonnaya, Isiokotoko, and the rest of them in Ebonyi State, that are among the people apart from China Sanguru, that are among the people that Onyendumaz Nnamdi Kanu sacked, expelled from IPOB in 20 during the time of NSAS. But they retained their position. They retained their position, saying that they have not received a higher authority for them to vacate their positions. Who is that higher authority that I'm referring to? China Sanguru. This information we're sending, I was sending this very information to the national coordinator of Germany, Mother Collins Chinedu. Starting from the 21st of June, you can check the dates here. Here says September, June, aga, July, aga, August, aga, about September, until somehow this very issue, not everything, broke out from social media because of the issue of 15 boats that came to Ebonyi State. So the question you are going to ask the Director of State, Mother Chike Doziem, Austin Abanyim, the European rep, and the National Coordinator of Germany. What is the content and how far did they go for the investigation, further investigation? How far did they go for further investigation? Why didn't they take action? Because this is where their problems start. If you are thinking that the problem of the DOS started from when they deprived Simon Ekpa not to broadcast on Radio Biafra, then you are joking. It was because of because of this very issue broke out somehow, because the people of Ebonyi State have to come out to allow to Biafrans that Fulani have come again to kill them. And in the course of that, they now begin to expose. They are attacking me. They have begun to attack me. Hey, people get attack them. No jaw. You don't want to hear the truth. They have begun to attack me. They have begun to attack me, removing people, suppressing people. A page that have over 30,000 followers. People cannot get notifications. Or people will always get the message. Those that want to be listening to Mazi Odinkem and Kandele Nwachineke, listen to the truth. They will always check it, make it as their duty for them to always check and see if Mazi Odinkem and Kandele Nwachineke made a program. They will always check. They will always check. They are beginning to attack me because it's going out of Adam. As the people of Ebonyi State came in order to allow to be Afran. Now Fulani have come in again to massacre our people. Fulani have come in to massacre our people. In the course of that, they now begin to review the things that you see, or most of the things that you see here on this very letter, which was 31st of August. 31st of August, they came in order to allow to be Biafrans on 31st of August, 2021. And after that, I begin analysis. Of course, they have put the very page down. You do Biafra TV/radio, where most of those programs were done. But I saved this somewhere. I still save most of them. It was in course of this very program that I ran it for 7 good days. It was a holy war. It was a holy war because these messages were being sent. I have been sending it to the national coordinator of Germany. I have been sending this information starting from 2 days Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Then after 3 months, so are you telling me a great movement that is like this very IPOB under the DOS leadership, in the absence of Mazen Namdekano, that even 1 month is enough for them to conduct their investigation. But they ignored each and every one of them. That is why when I say that no biara mama, I am okay if obi biara mama, and the eben kwa akwum ya kusie nyike. Okay if eben kwa akwum ya kusie nyike, obiara mam jam. It was in the course of this very exposition of this September, starting from the 31st of August, 31st of August down to 7th September 2021. This criminal in Finland were seeing all those things. They were all seeing it. This is where he based. This is where he based in order to come in, and instead of him to put things together to support the DOS, he used his platform in the justification that Onyendu say that we should all listen to him and begin to do all manner of blackmail, both the one he began to blackmail, begin to gather people. This is where he began his whatever exposition that he did. Mande bezoku, mande na brezoku. Makarotu mbule zoku Adriano. Osigu good morning. Osigu good morning. Osigu good morning. Take all your time. Man at time, man. Now all to today for. This is where. So if some of you there are just whining with this fallacy that the problem of the year started from Mazen Namdekano gave order for them to really to allow Simon to go and they do a broadcast, and if they refuse, that is where the problem. Then you are delusion. You are delusion. You are delusion. Ezikagumma. This is where the problem of the US started. Because you cannot tell me a government, if I may use that word, and a government that has different they have so much power. If I may use that word, a government. IPOB is not a government. It's an organization. But if I may use that word government, a government that has so much power, that have so much contact, are you telling me that 1 month is not enough to run an investigation? Are you telling me that even an investigation, in a sense, that the person in charge of the Germany should not be, if he's still in position, I don't know if he's in position or not, but such a person should not be in the position of Germany. Are you telling me that 1 month? Are you telling me that 1 month is not enough for them? But they left it. How about opinion? So don't mind that idiot. He's looking for popularity. Just like they told Mazen Namdekano when he started campaigning for one Nigeria, telling everybody whoever that love Nigeria to come out and condemn the killings of Boko Haram, Morisha in the north. They said that he's looking for popularity. He's looking for who is going to give him money. He's looking for this. He's looking for that. He's looking for this. Today, where is Nigeria today? This is the same thing that they say. Forget about him. He's looking for popularity. He's looking for who is going to call him and give him money. He's looking for this. He's looking for this. He's an hungry tout. He's an this and that and that and that. Where are you today? Where are you today? That is why I'm asking Achalugo and so many others there that are taking credit on my work. You don't take my credit on my work. You don't take, none of you have this justification of morality in order to castigate or to expose, because before you do that, you have to first of all show me an example of work that you have done in order to criticize the leadership concerning this issue of 18th of August 2021, cancellation of all the protests in the whole world by Chike Dozem and the rest of the DOS. You have to show me. So when we are bringing these things out, most of you will be saying you are going back this old story. Without visiting some of these things, they can never change. That is why I say that their problem starts from 10th of August. I mean, 10th of September 2021. This is where their problem starts. Do you understand what I'm saying now? This is where their problem starts. This is the I think this is the back one. Yeah. Because before, if you are getting, some of you who are in Biafra land that are going to watch this, if you are sending letter, the back side where you put the letter is where you are going to write your name. In case if that letter is going to be returned back to you, you write your name at the back, that the message is coming from so person. You know what I'm saying now? Then you can see here on the downside where I say, do not open unless HOD. Did you see that? So I want you to go and ask them question. What is the content and why did they allow things to spoil? Why did they allow things to spoil? Somebody in Evidence TV was trying to defend DOS and castigate autopilot. And I said to him, no, one name. You have to be on the truthful side. It's not because that you're on this side, you are supporting this one, which I'm going to play that very voice note. I am going to play that very voice note. Here I say, do not open unless HOD. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Then, like I said, if you are sending letter to anybody here in the world, the place ebe obuna ebe se tinye na etinye na azu ka ige da afago, then nke ọzọ the plane bụ ebe ị ga-eme gịnị, ebe ị ga edafe onye na-esendelia to HOD of the US, Mother Chike Doziem, with my signature. People don't even sign their signature when sending letters, but I put my signature because this very document, you can see how thick it is. You can see how thick it is. Now, let me play that very voice note that somebody, before we continue, that somebody provoked for me to tell him that you don't side only one side. You have to be on the right path. Listen to it.
On a mmadụ chọọ ikwu okwu maọbụ anyị ikwu okwu, ọ bụ na na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu. Ikwu okwu ma kwuo eziokwu nọ n'ime ya. Ọ nara adị mma anyị pụta etu anụwa ka m kwunyelu onye a, arapụ m nke onye anụnwa melu, maọbụ ka m kwunyelu onye a ka m rapụ nke onye a melu. Ịma na anyị da-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu. Maka ọ bụ na anyị na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu, ọ bụ na anyị chikwu okwu, anyị ebido from the beginning. Ọ ma mazọ nke mma nke ndị nwa Chineke na-ekwu. Ibu na iji kọntaktị Chike Doziem, ijide kọntaktị ọsụ na-agba anyị m, European rep, ijide kọntaktị the Germany national coordinator. Call them and ask them, kedu document ha request from Mazod nke mma nke ndị nwa Chineke, document of investigation na September 2021. I repeat, ọ bụ na eche ikwu okwu, ọ bụ na ịmara ife melu, ima just ma ọ bụ n'etiti. Autopilot, ọ bụrụ fa ngabife create a problem na IPOB. Another PC isi aka abụọ dị. Ọ bụrụ autopilot bife create. Ha nwa escalate. Ha nwa instead of idozi abịazie a na-achọzi fọmfoju akpa. Mana ọ bụ na ị chọọ ka ikwuo ebe mmiri so ebe a n'opi ụgbọgọlị ị ga-ebido n'isi ya menji wee sị gị ọ bụ na iji kọntaktị Chike dozie m ijide kọntaktị ọsị na agba anyị m jide kọntaktị the national coordinator of Germany ask them na maazị Ọdịnke nke ndịle nwa Chineke si na onwelu ife fa request onwe investigation fa request from maazị Ọdịnke nke ndịle nwa Chineke na 2021 September. I repeat, ọ bụ na ịchọ ikwu okwu ị mara ekwu ka ị saịdị ala onye a ma ọ bụ ka ị saịdị ala onye a ịchọ ikwu okwu ịkwụwaga n'etiti wee kwuo okwu maka enwere ebe mmiri so ebe a n'opi ụgbọgọrọ so ọ bụ na ijide ya kọntaktị jụọ afa so no nwere document fa request document of investigation fa request from maazị Ọdịnke nke ndịle nwa Chineke IPOB family na Hamburg. Ebe anwa ka nsogbu dị anara m anọ na ebe a na-eme ka emegide mmadụ ana m na ebe a na-ekwu ka egwugido mmadụ nke onye melụ ngwa gụsị na nke anụ anyị emelie because ama m ife na-ekwu and I'm very very sure ife na-ekwu all this alarm market anafe raise nke nnafe raise na-etifu mkpunye n'afọ ekwu ka ọ ga-esi wee dị mma onye maka ebe o si eri mpeli ka o chenjie onwegwere ife ọzọ a ga-eme abụrụ maka gịnị maka echi maka ada ama ama maka echi maka ada ama ama. I can never ever fight against this very struggle. I can never, but I will expose the truth. Mmecha the exposition nke na-apụta na-emenye na support kwa ife na-eme tomorrow kịta anụwa ị ga-afụ m ewolukwa m my social media na support kwa fundraising na-eme na-ekwukwa eziokwu na-ekwu maka na data eziokwu bụ iji wee put our people on notice then onye anwa bụ onye na-eme bụlụ na onye nwe akọ na uche ọ bụ na onye ahụ bụ onye nwe akọ na uche bụ onye mma ife o jiri ife ahụ wee na-eme gịnị wee na-agbanwe maka ara m eme ka mmegide mmetalụ okeke nke nyeme ka mmetalụ oke ife na-eme maka ọdụmma anyị abịara m ebe serve anybody quote me anywhere abịara m ebe so ibe na-eche ịkọ akụkọ ọ bụ na iche ikwu okwu ịma just maba n'okwu Nigerian government penetrate the leadership. That is the fact. They penetrated the leadership. And once they penetrated the leadership, every other organization, both ESM, but every problem.
That is why in Opuni ga prove those of you out there. They take credit on my work. I saw them make an analysis, so but I can make in state a fact. Obulu nige prove that the Nigerian government penetrates the leadership of the GOS. What will be your justification on the cancellation of the global protest against the illegal, which is not even legal, against the extraordinary rendition of Mazen Namdekano? Because when you say illegal, extraordinary rendition, yeah, which is true, yeah, illegal extraordinary rendition, because there was never a due process. So if you can prove to me that if the DOS can cancel the worldwide protest against the illegal extraordinary rendition of Mazen Namdekano back to damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria without a due process, And we are now protesting against the country that colonized us, which is the frontier of that very abduction of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, which is British government. And they also Kenya embassy. If you can prove to me that Nigerian government did not penetrate the DOS, the Directorate of State, I want you to prove to me and give me a justification. Why did they cancel the worldwide protest? Why did they cancel the worldwide protest? Against the same people that masterminded it, and the act was carried out in that very country called Kenya. And they asked us to only go to Kenya embassy and then leave British embassy. So how are you going to convince? They have started attacking me. If they go and attack us, how can you convince me, that Nigerian government did not penetrate them? And during the era of these things, because each and every one of you are in the media, you know when these very broadcast was made. You heard it. Show me a proof. Before you begin to say that you almighty DOS, that DOS have been saying it, that Ekperima is a criminal, and people don't want to listen. Ekperima is a 419, people don't want to listen. Ekperima is a con man, people don't want to listen. Ekperima is this, Ekperima is that. Show me the proof. You condemning the one that you are supporting. Because I will show you the proof of the both side, which I condemn what they did. I will show you the proof. Show me the proof of where you have maybe given them advice against this very cancellation of protests worldwide. Show me the proof. I want you to show me the proof. So how can you convince me that Nigerian government did not penetrate the leadership of DOS? How can you convince me? How can you convince me? That is a question. That is a question. How can you convince me? Let's continue.
Because before you can be, and once they penetrated the leadership, every other organization, both ESN, but every problem. Because before you can be able to penetrate or corrupt any organization, you have to go to the head. So I'm about to neighbor and just no just kwoku. Isi neta no kwoku. Isi neta no kwoku. If they wake up tomorrow, man don't get support of begin to do the things sequencing. It may use my media and can no metaria. God bear me witness. Na Chike Doziem journal we open at 2021. Oh God, they got it hot after I cancel that first sit at home. No one mindset of criticism that they are much welcome. That is why they criticizing can they criticize with fact and figure. My analysis. So if you want to talk, you making you if the Nigerian government did not corrupt the leadership of IPOB or ESN, there is no way, brother, one
at all. That is why most of you who are just joining this very program now, if you read the capture on the screen, this message is going to Wada Achalugo and every other media out there taking credit on Biafran issue that I myself, Mazo NKE, worked hard to expose. Because none of them have the moral justice to attack each other, neither DOS or autopilot. And for those who are taking credit, I am not saying that you should not do your own analysis and say that you have been saying it, When you have been saying it, what happened? You are giving him a popularity because the truthfulness is not in each and every one of you. That is why I said that for you to have it in back of your mind, have it in back of your mind. Na nkemu bụ nkemu, nkemu bụ nkem, and nkemu ga-adị narịrịrị m. And now for you to prove to me, for each and every one of you to prove to me that you have done great in order to make sure that your leadership, our leadership, that you put them in the right position where they are supposed to be. Give me a proof of you kicking against the worldwide protest cancellation in the front of British Embassy that was announced on the 18th of August 2021 by Chike Doziem and the rest of the department of the DOS, including China Sangworo. I want you to show me a proof. And then I want you also to give me your defense on justification why they canceled it. That is why I brought out a point to say to you, would your point be that criminals are going to hijack the worldwide protest in the Western world, where before we embark on protest, we have to first of all go and register it? That even police will be notified for them to accompany us against anybody that is going to misbehave, or against anybody that is going to attack us? Is that the kind of protest that will be hijacked by hoodlums and attack? Because this is the slants that they are using in order to cancel the sit-at-home that was announced by the leadership. This is their justification. So if I'm condemning somebody, or if I'm criticizing somebody, I will tell you where you did it wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying now? At the beginning, Simon started doing well. But until he got everything that he wanted, we all thought that he was doing well. Until he got everything that he wanted. And then he began to show his true color. And I was one of the people that did what? That noticed it. And they made an emergency meeting against NKEM, including all the medias, the Umuadas, all of them. They gang up against me. They gang up against me and came out to lie to Biafrans. And I stayed back for a year and plus. For a year and plus, I stayed back to see if things would change. Nothing changed. The same way that I stayed back on the time of DOS, September. Remember, not only from September, starting from 21st of June, 2021. If you check 21st of June, 2021, July, August, September, it came out, after 3 months, it came out on media. And then 2 days after the program ended, Chike Doziem requested for me to send these investigations on a written documentation. He sent the message through Austin Abanyim. Austin Abanyim sent the message to me through the IPOB National Coordinator Germany. And IPOB National Coordinator Germany sent the message to me. I don't know if you know what I'm saying now. They sent the message to me. Through the coordinator. And they gave me 48 hours. They made it impossible. I said, they made it impossible for me to even succeed. And I requested for 72 hours. I requested for 72 hours. And they said that this is the order. Command and control. This is the order. That I more use 48 hours. So they made it almost impossible for me. But I beat them in order to present it. And they even have to wait for almost 3 hours before they can come to my location for me to hand it over to them. I repeat, they gave me 48 hours to make it almost impossible for me to meet up. I requested for 72 hours. They say it is a command and control. And it is urgent because they want to embark on an investigation against China Samuru. Say by Chike Doziem. I beat up, and I even have to wait up to 2 to 3 hours or even 4 hours. But I waited long for them to come and pick the document. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So their problem is not when the criminal in Finland started in December. Now, if you check the time that I started giving this investigation to the national coordinator, which is June, 21st of June, starting from 21st of June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Was it not on December that this criminal in Finland started? So if most of you were thinking that it is because of Radio Biafra slot, then you are joking. 7 good months. 7 good months. 7 good months. The same thing happened to the criminal in Finland, the chief coup plotter. I gave them 1 year plus to see if things will change. That is why I am okay if shaking. I am not shaking. That is why the only thing that they have is to come out to ask for forgiveness, expose themselves by confessing to Biafrans the evil that they have done. Both Simon and Autopilot and the DOS. So it's for those of you that have just joined. Those of you that have just joined. I'm just trying to make sure that you get the message. The reason why I was here. Nobody should take the credit. Nobody should take my credit. Nobody. And this is a letter. So if you take from June to September, check how many months. From me, I wrote here. You see, even where that you have to open it, I purposely wrote it because do not open unless HOD. I don't want anybody to see the content. Do you know oh my goodness. You can see here too. I wrote it. I at the mailbag is from me. It's like a seal. Do not open unless HOD. Now this is it. To HOD of the US, Mother Chike Doziem. I sign my signature. This document you see here contains 16 pages. It contains 16 pages. 16 pages. You know what I'm saying now? It contains 16 pages. So I'm just trying to refresh the minds of the people that just joined. I just want to refresh their mind. So for them to know where we are. So nobody should take my credit. Don't take my credit. Don't take my credit. You can do your analysis. You can do your analysis. So whatever that is happening, or the exposition against the criminal in Finland, the chief coup plotter, who started plotting against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Who started plotting against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just recently? Doing everything humanly possible. Who is working with the Fulani? Confirmed. The same Fulani that was sponsored by Dr. Ngozo Rabeze in the 2023 election. I was the one. I was the one. Because he takes the inner eyes in order to see things that some of you cannot be able to see. I was the one that even exposed that a Ghanaian man is a member of the Biafra Republic government in exile under Simon Ekpa. A Ghanaian man, whom is a hacker. That is a hacker. I was the one. So if Biafrans or and this is what I told Odogwu Ejimalobodo when he sent me a message. He sent me some time ago. I told him that even name Adoria. And what I am doing is to bring Simon Ekpa down. Because I have seen that Onwero Nchegari. But after then, what did you do? Each and every one of you. What did you do? You continue from your evil ways. You continue supporting evil. You continue supporting evil. You continue supporting evil up until the time that they have now begun to share WhatsApp groups for people to join in Biafra land to give out their data information in a disguise of de facto government. You expect me to keep quiet, which of course I know exactly the game plan, that the game plan is to collect the data of our Biafrans. You expect me to keep quiet? I will not keep quiet. I will raise alarm. So all the grace in me that made it so, because Biafra is going to come in truth and honesty. I just want to state this very fact clear. I want to state this very fact clear before going back to what we are talking about, that the problem of DUS started from this very letter that you're seeing here. Started from this very letter that you're seeing here. Let me get it back again. From this very letter you're seeing here. Very, very important. 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 They are attacking me. They are attacking me. In a mistake. In a mistake. They are attacking me. Let me get it. Let me find it. Ndala. Look at it, though. This one. Some of you are saying that, don't worry. Don't worry. Look at it, though. This is to show you that I am a confirmed Biafra. If I know I go, she'll go. Because in my document, let me look at this. I'm just throwing down, then I say it. This is it. This is my document, though. You know what I'm saying now? This is my document. But let me get back to what I'm talking about. Because they just made a flash on my laptop. 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 So, this is where the problem of DUS started. Okay, now what? Eba no kan subu fade. Eba no kan subu fade. ebe anu aka nsogbu fado. This is the place ebe aka nsogbu fado. So, my brothers and sisters, let us start it again. The message in drop to somebody. They protect DOS, not castigate autopilot. We're going to say, no, it is not so. You have to be in the middle. You have to be in the middle. Then after this, we end it.
Ọ na-adị mma mmadụ chọọ ikwu okwu maọbụ anyị chọọ ikwu okwu. Ọ bụ na anyị na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu. Ikwu okwu ma kwuo eziokwu nọ n'ime ya. Ọ nara adị mma anyị pụta etu anụwa ka m kwunyelu onye a. Arapụ m nke onye anụnwa melụ maọbụ ka m kwunyelu onye a ka m rapụ nke onye a melụ. Ịma na anyị na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu. Maka ọ bụ na anyị na-agwa onwe anyị eziokwu, ọ bụ na anyị chọ ikwu okwu, anyị ebido from the beginning. Ọma mazọ dị nke ma nke ndị nwa Chineke na-ekwu. Ibu na iji kọntaktị Chike edozie m. Ijide kọntaktị ọ sị na-agba anyị m, European rep. Ijide kọntaktị the Germany national coordinator. Call them. Call them and ask them. Kedu document ha request from Mazod nke ma nke ndị nwa Chineke. Document of investigation na September 2021. I repeat, ọ bụ na eche ikwu okwu, ọ bụ na ịmara ife melu, ima just ma ọ bụ n'etiti. Autopilot, ọ bụrụ fanga bife create problem na IPOB. Another PC isi aka abụọ dị. Ọ bụrụ autopilot bife create. Ha nwa escalate. Ha nwa instead of idozi abịazie a na-achọzi fọmfoju akpa. Mana ọ bụ na ị chọọ ka ikwuo ebe mmiri so ebe a n'opi ụgbọgọlị, ị ga-ebido n'isi ya mee nji wee sị gị, ọ bụ na iji kọntaktị Chike edozie m, ijide kọntaktị ọ sị na-agba anyị m, jide kọntaktị the national coordinator of Germany. Ask them na Maazị Ọdịnke nke ndị nwa Chineke si na onwelu ife fa request, onwe investigation fa request from Maazị Ọdịnke nke ndị nwa Chineke na 2021 September. I repeat, ọ bụ na ịchọ ikwu okwu, ị mara ekwu ka ị side ala onye a ma ọ bụ ka ị side ala onye a, ịchọ ikwu okwu ekwuwaga n'etiti wee kwuo okwu. Maka enwere ebe mmiri so ebe a n'opi ụgbọgọrọ. The obi need their contact. Dwafa. So no one will document far request, document of investigation. Far request from Maz or the Keman Candle Watchmaker. IPUB family. Na Hamburg. Ebawa. Kansobodo. Another man no. Na ebe a na-eme ka emegido mmadụ. Anama na ebe a na-ekwu ka ekwugido mmadụ nke onye melụ ngwa gụsị na nke anụ anyị emelie. Because ama m ife na-ekwu. And I've been very, very sure ife na-ekwu. All this alarm market anafe raise. Nke nnafe raise na-etifu mkpunye n'afọ ekwu ka oge su ede mma onye maka ebe o si eri mpeli ka o chenjie. Onwegwe ife ọzọ a ga-eme abụrụ maka gịnị? Maka echi, maka ada ama ama. Maka echi, maka ada ama ama. I can never ever fight against this very struggle. I can never, but I will expose the truth. Mecha the exposition. Nke na-apụta na-emenye na-support kwa ife na-eme. Tomorrow kita anụwa. Ị ga-afụ m ewolukwa m my social media na-support kwa fundraising na-eme. Na-ekwukwa eziokwu na-ekwu. Maka na that eziokwu bụ iji wee put our people on notice. Then onye anwa bụ onye na-eme bụlụ na onye nwe akọ na uche. Ọ bụ na onye a bụ onye nwe akọ na uche. Bụ onye mma ife. O jili ife ahụ wee na-eme gịnị? Wee na-agbanwe. Maka ara m eme ka mmegide mmetalụ okeke nke nyeme ka mmetalụ oke. Ife na-eme maka ọdụmma anyị. Abịara m ebe serve anybody. Quote me anywhere. Abịara m ebe so ebe na-eche ka akụkọ ọ bụ na iche ikwu okwu. Ịma just maba. Ịma just maba n'okwu. Nigerian government penetrate the leadership. That is the fact. They penetrated the leadership. And once they penetrated the leadership, every other organization, both ESM, but every problem. Because before you can be able to penetrate or corrupt any organization, you have to go to the head. So I'm about to just no just kwuo isi nneto anụ kwuo okwu. Isi nneto anụ kwuo okwu. If they wake up tomorrow, mmadụ onwe m ga-support fa. Begin to do the things kwesịrị eme use ka my media nke amelu ngwa na ngene na unu emetara ya. God bear me witness. Na Chike Dozie m Jona wee kwu na 2021. Oh God, and they got hot after I cancelled that first sit at home. No onye nwelu mindset of criticism that they are much welcome. That is why they criticize with fact and figure, my analysis. So if you want to talk, imagine if the Nigerian government did not corrupt the leadership of IPOB or ESN, there is no way, brother, one. So let us tell ourselves the truth. That is why you are going to say, I need to contact Chike Doziem. If they contact the national coordinator of Germany, Collins Chinedu. If they contact us now, ask them. Because the doctrine, any problem, you have to follow the right process. That may I am not afraid to say the truth. Because someone can swear bido. Yeah, me some of you potato and and just I know what I am doing. And I can never sabotage this very struggle. Some potato chicken support. I am supporting the struggle, not the person, not the individual, but those who say beginning. If we put our people on notice, if we put over on notice, so that only age makia when you put the thing, open all one way wrong. Our Biafran people making afunya. They won. Can we look opportunity and waguni for Namaro? Na chukwu okike abịama prepared me for this very journey I on ime. N'eziokwu ama apụnata m n'arụ, and nothing will ever hinder eziokwu anụ adọ n'ọnụ. The oath, this oath one na-take. Onye ndị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na oke hara wee wepụta oath anụnwa, wepụtalụ oath anụnwa in whiter than snow. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, I believe that he never believed that now again we betray in this very struggle. That very oath. And that oath anwa, I believe that oath anwa will do a lot of things or get prevent you onye ọbụla chọọ ikwu eziokwu take that oath. That is why you see that some of them cannot come out to say anything regarding the fact that no one do kukwalgini. Say the truth, even if that truth will lead you to your death. But the reason why you open that now, Okikabiam are preparing for this very job, and made it that nothing will ever hinder me from speaking the truth. That no again join this very movement. The first thing, my zone gwalum, na confirm why. If you have contact of the national coordinator of Germany, Mazi Chinedu Collins, go and ask him and ask all the executive. The first thing they told me that I must take an oath to join the family. Nsifa with all pleasure. Has some next meeting. Mobia. Mabia meeting. Kenye them oath. As ordinary floor member. Every other person they take. Nobody. Njekulo okeke. I met almost all the executive. Just there 7 years. I met almost all the executive. You people, almost Nambianam they take it oath. Okay, can name Okafa name. Another time, I request the oath by myself. On will protest emelu na Hanover. Obu no odogwu na ebe anụwa. Odogwu Hanover nke na-akụ egwu. Obu no odogwu na ebe anụwa nke na-akụ egwu. Odogwu Bobby Collins, Bobinson, Odogwu Bobinson. Obu no na ebe anụwa. The day emelu protest na Hanover. Mano ngombo difa mazo dinke mankende mwa Chineke. Megini si ebe anụwa jebe protest na Hanover. Only me to represent my unit. But before njebe that protest, I requested for them to give me a appointment. Now that otu anwa has na ga-enyemu many years ago. Mbiakwa na ha enyeram na achọrọ ka ha nyezem appointment can take that oath. Haju? Nobody responded to me. National coordinator, the coordinator of our unit, and the assistant. Nobody responded to me. Because that now Okikabiama is preparing me for this very journey. That no one if gave me no ge. That is why Israel, they deny me taking oath. Save. That is why I say that now I know that now I am on the path of the truth. And the eziokwu anwa wasi non wepwa. Eziokwu ama isi non wepwa. Makana gini nga na-agwa gosi gị nekwa anya na-emekwa ife anyị na-eme onye ọdụzelu mee gịnị ya malụ ya menji okwu na the first voice note njụrụ nkwulu okwu wee sị gịnị onye na-ekwu maọbụ chi ikpe emena ka ịsa idala ebe a ka ikwu against nda maọbụ ka ị nọ ebe a ka ikwu against nda ibule enye eziokwu ekwulu n'etiti ịma that na ebe mmiri so ebe a n'opi ụgbọgọrọ not from isi mmiri. Upon the Nigerian government, they penetrated the IPOB leadership, both the Eastern Security Network and the leadership in the DOS. There is no why get you a problem. There is not even that. Ongoda Kamaz Nam the can get you a megani when on a this condition on name. So we have to tell ourselves the truth. We have to tell ourselves the truth. And each the contact chike does him. Ijide contact us now by him, the European rep. Ijide contact the national coordinator of Germany. Ask them. September 2021, no one will documents of investigation or the NKEM melu they requested. And I provided it to them. September 2020, I said, I did not say October, I said November, I said December. I said September. Okabiam on nazo.
So that is the reason why nobody should take my credit, because all of these things are is a credit. Is a credit. All this work is a credit. Nkemu gadelem. Just like my name. Nkem delem. My own will remain my own. Nkanye bunkanye. Exposing evil activities and deceit that is going on in this very movement. I am one of those that are exposing it. Because akwụrụ m onye iru, akwụrụ m onye azụ. Akwụrụ m ilu, akwụrụ m onye azụ. So achalugo, asụrụ m na-eme na analysis ụnụ. Mana nchọ, ọ bụrụ na n'onwetugo ebe unu si wee katọ na worldwide protest bụ nke Chike Doziem, Chinasa Nworu, and all the members of the DOS Council on the 18th of August 2021. Actually, if we approve, I want to see a proof. I still don't know if email in person. I did not know. I still don't know if email in person. I don't know if I'm saying now. I still don't know if Manankano be fed on a social media. Nkano be here on a social media in a public domain. This is what is, and this broadcast went viral because this is an announcement. You know what I'm saying now? Nkano be on a social media. Obro nke as nas. Udo de lono.